Thank you, Dana. Just for my understanding and for the number of letters that I received, there is a situation where we have the big containers that are shared, and they need to be replaced if we want to be proactive against the bear problem. They need to be replaced with something that is locked. And obviously, the big containers won't be able to do that. So we're saying that whoever has been using and paying for the share container now will be required to have a single-use 95 gallons can, which is also bear resistant. So we're also telling the citizens that they're going to change their process. Instead of dumping the garbage in the alleyway, they will need to be pulling the container out to the curb with certain rules and regulations about that, which will impact parking as well, but that's a different discussion. So I understand that correctly.
Yes, that's correct, but it's also other residents that might not have a 300 gallon. They might have a single use right now. They would also be transitioned to bear resistant.
So that's the second part of my question is, the ones who had a single can, a 95 gallon can, they were already affected by an ordinance, if I'm correct, that was to prevent this problem, which was enforced or not, doesn't matter. And it was way in the past, where people are supposed to keep those containers either in their garages or in areas where, and that it's still in place, right?
That is still in place. Enforcement is a challenge.
I understand, but there is an ordinance. So the city leadership has acted in the past to this issue, and now there is a trigger point, if I'm interpreting correctly, that is the big containers that are shared. If everyone had a single can and everyone kept it in the garage, we would not be addressing this issue for this particular reason. Am I correct?
Yes and no. I think the enforcement side of what we're seeing, even with our regulations right now, is we don't, I mean, I think we would have to have somebody going around like all day, every day.
Right. And the reason I'm asking those questions is because I had letters from citizens. Normally, I go with the staff's recommendation, and I go with the planning board. But in this case, it's a legislative act, and I got to listen to the voters. And I was surprised by the number of letters I received who said, I'm an elderly person. I've been moving my can from the garage out and back. And now, because there is a different type of problem, I'm going to be penalized money-wise and process-wise. And I don't even know if I'll be able to do it without calling my grandson to help me every Monday or whatever. So that's the reason, those are the reasons of my questions. And personally, I'll be all for it, but I'm trying to filter these comments. Thank you.